If anybody doesn't know this by now, this is my quiet spot. This is where I come to think. A lot of people in Florida know where the spot is. But for me, this is where I come to enjoy some of my days. If you guys know where this is, okay, fine. I don't really care. The point is, you little gnats are son of a bitches. The point of coming down here in the middle of nowhere, it's not far from home, but at the same time, it reminds me of Ohio. It reminds me of a small town. It gives me that small town vibe to it. It's quiet. There's no noise. The only noise I hear is from the cell phone tower, but I don't hear anything else. I hear a car coming down the road, but that's about it. Once in a while. It's not every 5 seconds, and it's very peaceful out here. Sometimes I come out here to think, because my anxiety is always high, so I come out here to think. I come out here to explore, and I have a lot of fun coming out here. I wish you guys would see this. It's so weird because you would think I was in the Midwest, but I'm actually just a few miles from the ocean. It's funny. It doesn't look like Florida at this point, right at that. Well, this specific, very specific spot. But the truth is, you would think that I was in like, the Midwest or something. But truth be told, I'm in Florida. But it looks like the Midwest right here. It feels like Texas, to be honest with you. And sometimes when I'm having a panic attack, and I'm okay to drive, I'll come out here and enjoy the thunderstorms and shit. Because the thunderstorms are almost every single day. They're so common here that sometimes you forget they're even there. Like you get rained on and you get lightning and shit, but sometimes it's been so common all the time, every single day, that you kind of get used to it after so long period. You get kind of used to it and shit. Texas, you're far from home, buddy. What you doing from Texas here? Oh yeah, you're a Texan. Damn, dude. Off road much? Anyways, like I said, this is Florida, but it's Texas or the Midwest or the. But the truth is this is the South, man. That's the actual truth of it. You know, you wouldn't think you're in hurricane territory right here. You think you're like in the middle of nowhere, but it's just something I've come to accept. I've come to accept that this part of Florida feels like the middle of nowhere in the middle of the country, but it's not. You know, I have to accept the fact that this is almost an island in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of two bodies of ocean, the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. I also have to accept there's more dragonflies here than I've ever seen in my life. I also have to accept the fact that there's more lightning here than anywhere else in this country. And I have to accept the fact that I need to make a life out here, regardless of the situation at hand. But people try to bring me down all the time. People try to tell me negative things, and I don't appreciate it. And I also don't get why, but they do. But at the same time, being out here in the middle of the country, it's very refreshing. It's very refreshing, to be honest. But this isn't the country. It looks like the country, but it's not. If you guys were from Ohio or from Tennessee or Kentucky or Western Pennsylvania, or not Western Pennsylvania, but Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, you would actually think that I was in the South Central states, or the Central states, or even the Northern Central states, or the West Midwest states. You would believe that. But the truth of the fact of the matter is, you're in Florida, and there's palm trees here. You know, so that's just how that story goes. That's the story of the forgotten life out here. There's really nice houses out here, by the way. In the middle of nowhere, Florida, there's always a lot of nice houses out here. It's actually very refreshing to see the nice houses here. It's very nice, and I wish you guys could come see this. If you ever do live in Florida or visit Florida, make sure you come out. Come out to the Keys. But before you do, go visit the national park, and you'll see this country lifestyle. Get out of here, Nat. You stupid little Nat. Fuck you. But anyways, other than that, though, I mean, you could either enjoy the view or not enjoy the view. It depends on what you want. But at the same time, when you come down to Florida, go visit the Keys. But before you visit the Keys, go visit the National Park, the Everglades National Park. If you visit the Everglades National Park, you'll see this. In the middle of nowhere, you would think for a second when you came to Florida that you would think that you were in the Midwest, you would think that you were in the Central States, you would think that you were even in Texas. This is exactly what Texas looks like. When you get out of San Antonio, exactly what Texas looks like. Except, maybe not as green, because it doesn't rain as much in Texas as it does here. And there's not no palm trees, but kind of what Texas would look like. But Texas is a very beautiful state. And so is Florida. Florida is also a very beautiful state. I miss this kind of lifestyle, the quiet. And here I got that quietness going, which I love very dearly. So peaceful.